Welcome to Fact or Freestyle.
People love Dave Nourie, and they always answer the phone when he calls. When we get him on Zoom, we ask him to confirm rumors.
Let's see how far down the rabbit hole we go.
And she put up his collection. But I didn't know that he died. I just saw it 35 bucks, bought it. And she's like, I'm having trouble shipping it. I said, okay, take your time. You need help, let me know. Boom, 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 waiting. She hits me up. I finally sent it, I lost my husband. I'm selling his parts to just gain some money. I almost shit when I heard that part. But like, I mean, it's unfortunate, rest in peace, but there's no way. Look, it's new.
Yeah,
like,
that's insane.
Works. So then I thought, man, I should make one.
Yeah, let's do it.
I should, because I would like an extender to do some old school stuff, side glides and crap like that. So I just started looking at this piece and I'm like, why can't I just make this piece and then I just have it? I don't have to sell it. I just have it for me.
Well, we're gonna start doing products. Fact and Freestyle is going to come out with products. Our first one is going to be black fortune cookies, and that's gonna be
sound tasty.
Yeah, Ray, you should get in on this. So we're going to start doing some products, and it looks like the seat might be a contendant, but we're going to start with black fortune cookies, and the fortunes are going to be written by various people like Large Ray and Shawn White.
Jones.
I could come up with a lot of great fortunes. Oh.
And when we came up with this idea in this last show with we had Pedro Mello, we had Tim Knoll, and we had George Nanos. And we came up with this idea, and Pedro's like, hold on just a second. And he pulled out a fortune cookie. And he read it, and I don't remember what it said, Joe, but it was the lamest. It was like, you're going to go shopping in the near future.
Yeah, it was a PF Chang's, and it was like, you're going to go shopping and buy your wife something really nice.
Yeah, it was like so random.
Fucking
want real
lottery numbers.
We want real, advice and like meaningful, like what you said earlier, Ray, about the ocean, that the content is as deep as the ocean, or as available as the ocean water, something that's got some meaning to it.
I have something.
Okay.
Oh, I want to see this.
Here's a little factor freestyle. So when Matt Hoffman did the legendary 900,
right,
something fell off of him or his bike.
No.
And then it was retrieved and given back to him. And then I acquired it about a minute later, and I still have it today.
No way.
Oh.
Yes.
Visor?
And I tried giving this back to Matt, and he goes, dude, if you've had it this long, just keep it, because I'll probably lose it at the hotel. And I said, all right, I'll just keep it forever. I may give this to his grandkids someday. But here it is. Oh, and it's appropriately set at 9 o'clock.
This is like,
you ready?
This is like Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. Shut up!
That is the swatch that Matt was wearing when he did the 900. When he lands, the clasp just opens up.
Dude.
So,
and that's a pop swatch, right?
Yeah, it's a pop swatch. Well, it didn't pop out, but this clasp just goes like, boop, it opens up, and it came apart, and it landed, and all these people like stormed them, and they jumped all over the place. Were going nuts, and this little kid came up and he goes, Matt, your watch broke. And Matt got it and goes, oh, thanks. And he looked at it and he put it back on his wrist. And I said, I got to have that watch. And I said, Matt, I'll trade you my watch for your watch. And I don't even know what watch I had. I gave him my watch and he gave me this. So there it is. You can see it.
No!
No way.
Ray, all those stories that I said that you're making up, now you just have credit. They're all
dude, I don't make up anything.
Holy shit.
I'm sitting way up on the corner.
So good. Look at that.
Right
Look at that.
There it is.
That
So
is outrageous.
and I also have it on video. I think him giving it to me, maybe, I'm not sure. But so at that contest,
Wow.
when I was videotaping way up in the top, and when he landed it, about I say like 5 times, no fucking way, no fucking way. So everybody would come over my house to watch it, and my dad was just like, Raymond, you got to stop playing that video. All it is you cursing. I can't take it anymore. But yeah, when he did at 900, that was a big deal. But that is the watch. It's set at 900 at 9 o'clock, and I've had it forever.
Dude.
I had it in like a sock drawer, and I've just had it forever. But that's it.
That is a
This
bit of
is
history.
exactly
right
like Anakin's
That's like the holy grail right there.
lightsaber.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I had, and here's a real quick one. So this says OG. This is an original sticker from Mark Lumen, an original Club Homeboy sticker.
Whoa.
So then I went out and went to the sticker guy and got a whole bunch made.
Oh hell yeah.
But so like the original, that's the original, and that's the new one. It's identical.
So you guys all have yours in your wallet, I hope. I mean, because you have to. Look, Ray.
Yeah, I don't even think I ever had. I don't think I ever even joined Club Homeboy. I was so on the inside. I didn't even join. Yeah, look at that. Dave Nourie.
Look at my number. Look at my number.
Wow. That's amazing.
43?
No, it's curses. It's like, you know, when a cartoon they curse.
Oh yeah.
It's like an exclamation point, @ sign, exclamation point, star, and an sign. And it says right on there, it says that keep this in your wallet at all times.
At all times.
I keep it in my wallet at all times.
So Ray was so in with Club Homeboy, he didn't have to be in Club Homeboy.
That's
Whoa.
amazing. He's VIP.
Look at that.
So
Look at that.
I only
Yeah.
have 2 left. I've traded people bikes for one of these stickers.
Oh my
for the
God.
Dan up. And then these,
That's wild.
anyone can get these. Some ET cards still in the pack. They're
gosh.
dusty.
I got the
30
whole
cents.
collection.
30 cents.
Ray, do you have one of
Dude.
these? Ray, do you have one of these?
No. Where'd you get that? Is that like made recently?
Yeah.
Or is that made?
Blatant lofters of jive.
I have a question about the name Harrow. Why do I get so mad when people say Harrow?
Because
I
you
can't
know
take
that
it.
It was very
It's
jarring
pronounced
to me
Harrow.
too when Mark McGrade did the Bob Harrow is an overgripper.
Fact or freestyle? Bob Harrow is an overgripper.
Yeah.
I think it's Bob
It's
Harrow.
the Boston way to say it. Harrow.
Yes.
Yeah. That must be it.
He actually called me over to say, hey, Scotty wants to see a Miami Hopper. And apparently, you know, I got on the show, and that's like being on Johnny Carson
Yeah.
for me.
Well, that's the perfect thing for Brett. Like, that's what Brett does. He connects people to people. You know what I mean? Like, anyone else would have just been like, whatever, but he knew that Scotty was doing that whole Miami Hopper thing a while back. And then you're like the King Miami Hopper dude. So he was like, so that's what Brett does.
You want to watch the Scotty Kramer or the actual
The
clips of
competitor
Carson?
Competitor
versus Scotty.
We have 30 subscribers, and he has how many did you say? We have like a small table of people.
Well, you should have wore a damn Factor Freestyle shirt or something.
Yeah.
Or just like started coughing out some Tourette's going, Factor Freestyle, Factor Freestyle.
Factor Freestyle.
Ray, could you be our manager, and Joe, can you be our Shawn, can you be our content director? Because like this, we need help. This is a cry for help.
I can tell you right now, you could just pay for it. You could just crowdfund and pay for the views and the subscribers and the suggestions.
People do that on Instagram all the time. They have 7 million followers, and they're like, they take pictures of Dixie cups. Like,
Joe,
Joe,
are you okay with paying for it? It doesn't feel right.
I haven't paid for it.
I'm not gonna.
I've never paid for it.
I have a feeling Dave doesn't want Factor Freestyle to be underground, man, and keeping it real, like things were when we were kids. He wants to be like,
I want it to be underground. I just want
He likes
the content.
He likes the treatment. He likes the big treatment.
He likes
getting the phone call.
Okay, Joe, can I just tell a
being
little
flown
story?
to Germany. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay.
He likes getting flown to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Joe,
Dave, it's never going to be 1984 to 1988 anymore, dude. Those
Yeah, right.
days are
You
over,
sound like
man.
my wife, Ray. You sound like my wife.
88 is when it
Like
when it all
how
stopped.
how
Yeah.
many years can you live those years over again?
You can't, dude. You just gotta, have people like me make fun of them for you.
You
And
can
can
sell
remember it.
cars.
Look,
They
man.
screw it, sell cars.
Look, I would love for it to be 1987 all over again today. I'd love it, but it's just,
Me too.
Well, I'm a 3-time nominee, Hall of Famer, and I'm going to go for 43 times. I just want to stay on the list. I
That's
never
right.
want to be inducted, so I can just say I've been nominated for 43 times.
You
I
know
don't
what?
know why they don't just have old AFA contests now. Just keep it old school, like because there's so many people that want to live in the past, so profit off it. Like,
Do you guys want to have
make
an
this
AFA
contest
contest? Let's do it. Let's have an AFA contest. We'll supply the bikes. There'll be 4 different bikes they can ride. We'll get them
Yeah,
a Hutch Trick Star.
Oh, that's
We'll
that's
get
a great idea.
that would be
Here, listen.
sick.
Here, stop a second. Here's what we do.
Yeah.
I'm talking. We get a wedge ramp and we get an 6x8 quarter pipe, and we have 5 bikes. We'll have a Hutch Trick Star,
Master.
Haro Sport, Haro Master, a
GT.
Skyway Street Beat, and a GT. Okay,
Yep.
and it's $100 to enter. Who don't have $100? I mean, come on, $100 to enter, and you got to do a flatland contest on the bike that we supply, and then the judges will be whoever the judge. I could probably be a judge because I saw a lot of contests back in the day. But anyway,
this is a spectacular idea because I think the wedge ramp is the one that
and
can
Scotty
level the
Kramer
playing
would love to
field.
be involved in it. I guarantee Scotty Kramer would get involved in it and put it on his thing, and it could be on Factor Freestyle. And could you imagine a quarter pipe contest today? My favorite quarter pipe story was, you know who Austin Coleman is, right?
Yeah,
From California.
awesome
rode with,
Coleman.
Awesome Coleman. So, and he's a super nice guy. Looks a little bit like Sugar Ray Leonard. So he was at my house years ago when I had a million bikes, and he was looking at all these bikes, and he literally saw number plates, and he goes, "What are these things on the front of the bike?" And I was like, "What?"
Wow.
And I go, "It's like the number plate didn't have anything on it. It just was it was just a Haro number plate." I go, "Well, that's like when you race, you put your number on." He goes, "Oh, okay." And then he was looking at like the Skyway TA and saw like the Flowable whatever, and he's like, "These are really weird." And I'm like, "Dude, you're looking at this stuff," and he was like a good rider, and I'm like, "You're looking at this stuff like you don't have no idea what it is." And I said, "How old are you?" And he was like 18 or 19. I said, "What's the earliest BMX that you can think of, like to go back?" And he goes, "I don't know, the X Games." And I was just like, "What?" So then I popped a tape in. And I popped a tape in of Mike Dominguez in 1987 or 88, Austin, Texas. And he does like this 14-foot like setup error. And he's like, "What is that?" And I go, "That's Mike Dominguez doing like a setup error." I'm like, "That was pretty good for back in the day." He goes, "That would be the shit today." He's like, "That's crazy." And he's watching Dominguez do his run. And he goes, "Where are all the other ramps?" And I'm like, "That's it." I'm like, "You have and I was like, and this is like later on where you had a quarter pipe on this side, a quarter pipe on this side. And at one point, I don't even think they had a wedge ramp then. But anyway, he was blown away that like the whole day of like, and we just called it ramps, like there's flatland and then ramps. He was blown away that it was that, like that was the contest. He's like, "That was the contest, just hitting a quarter pipe?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "That's bizarre." So we need to have a quarter pipe contest. Could you imagine?
I want to add, there's got to be this like trick list of cherry picker, hopper, squeaker, the classic tricks that you have to hit or use a pitch.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the people got to know that going into it. They have to know that going into it. It's like the thing is, we have to figure out, which end would be easy. You can't do a trick that was after, like, it's got to be up until like 1989.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like once Kevin and Mark started doing all that hitchhiker bullshit and spinning
They made
around,
everybody
like
quit.
I want to see double decades. I want to see like you could do a rolling decade. Like I think Kevin Martin was Kevin Martin the guy that invented the rolling decade?
Derek Schatz did the Rolade.
Yeah.
Maybe he did, yeah. See, that's the thing is you'll get people like Derek Schatz to come out and ride this contest.
Danny Ming.
That's so dope. Dude,
I'm telling you,
Danny,
Danny
Ming
a
lives in
fight.
Columbus.
Yeah.
Danny Ming lives in Columbus, and when we did Guru Jam, he came out for Guru Jam in 2013.
I don't think he's ever left Columbus.
No, and so Ephraim walks up to me. It's me and Todd, and he just goes, "I met Danny fucking Ming. That's Danny fucking Ming.
Is that your English
I
accent?
met Danny fucking Ming." That's my Ephraim accent. There's many of them.
Shawn, is there something wrong with never leaving the place where you grew up? You want to say something? Huh?
No, I just wanted to say that Danny Ming has never left there.
I've never left. I've lived in King of Prussia my entire life.
Wow.
And I would never leave. And when my wife and I got married, she was like going to get a job. Like she finished school and she's like, I might get a job somewhere. I might get a job in New Jersey or get a job in California. And she's like, and you don't want to leave King of Prussia, do you? And I'm like, no. And then she said, well, we could stay in King of Prussia if they had a Target and an Ulta. And then like 4 years later, King of Prussia had a Target and an Ulta, and then we're here for good.
Why don't you want to leave there? Is it cheesesteaks or something? What's keeping you there?
It's King of Prussia, dude. It's the greatest place on earth, King of Prussia.
Wow.
You can get to New York City in an hour and a half.
Oh.
You can get to York, Pennsylvania in an hour and a half. You can get to the Jersey Shore in an hour and a half. You know, you can get to you can get anywhere in an hour and a half.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
It's got,
so King of Prussia is the place to be.
King of Prussia is the place to be. I can't imagine somebody living here and then leaving. It's that good.
I thought San Diego was paradise. I'm totally wrong.
Come to King of Prussia one of these days and hang out, and you'll be like, I want to move here. Real estate's a little expensive these days here, but it's a great place.
What about the mosquitoes though?
You have they spray for mosquitoes, and like you barely you just carry. We do carry a lot of off with us. You know what I mean? Like you carry. Yeah. There are some mosquitoes, but that's only like for like a couple months. But King of Prussia.
I don't think I can leave the salt water. I mean, Dave understands.
Once you get that smell in the air.
Yeah,
I lived in Miami for a minute. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. There you go with another tight 20. We're going back through a bunch of interviews that we did. We're going to harvest some stuff that we hadn't already published. What do you guys think about that Matt Hoffman swatch? Tell us what you like.